Hello, today we're going to be finding area using fractions. So hopefully you remember that when you find area, you're going to be multiplying the length times the width. So we're going to go ahead and do that the same with fractions. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area. I have to notice where the length is. So I'm going to make this 2/3 inch my length. So I'm going to write length here. So length by the width. So here is our width. So I'm going to take the length times the width. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and write it like we write our fractions. So 2/3 times, so that's our length, 1/2, which is our width. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So our area, which is located in here, let's go ahead and write area so we know that it's the inside of the area, is going to be 2/6, but I'm noticing that I can reduce it. So I'm going to go ahead and write, remember to reduce. Sorry, I'm left-handed, so it blocks the answers. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to reduce 2/6. So they're both even, so I'm going to divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my final answer is 1/3. I'm going to go ahead and write 1/3 as my area, but I also have to remember that because we are multiplying a two-dimensional, so I'm just going to write a 2D shape, we write area in square units. We always want to include our measurement unit or our label, okay? So 1/3, and because it's area and we multiply two dimensions, we multiply length and width, we're going to use the same unit inches, but now we're going to write it as squared because we used two dimensions, okay? Let's go ahead and try this first problem, which says, what is the area of 2/5 meters and 3/4 meters? So we know our area is going to be in this shape. It's going to be all of this, the inside of the shape. So the 3/4 is our length. And we can multiply our length first or our width first. It doesn't matter when we multiply. Times 2/5. And when we multiply 3 times 2, we get 6. And when we multiply 4 times 5, we get 20. Okay? And always we reduce. So both of these can be divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 20 divided by 2 is 10. So 3/10 is what our answer is going to be. So we're going to write that the area is 3/10, but we have to write it in square units because we're multiplying a length and a width, or a width and a length, which is two dimensions. And we notice our unit here is meters. So we're going to write meters, or we're going to write that it's squared because we're looking at area. Okay? All right, let's look at this one. What is the area of a square with a length of 1/3 centimeters? So we know that a square has all equal sides. So if one side is 1/3, that means all of the sides is 1/3. So if the length is 1/3, the width also has to be 1/3. So we know that we can multiply 1/3 times 1/3. And 1 times 1 is 1. And 3 times 3 is 9. And I do not have to reduce that because that is completely reduced. So we're going to write our answers as 1/9. And centimeter is my unit. So I'm going to write centimeters, but I'm going to write it squared because we're talking about area. Okay? Go ahead when you get the chance to go ahead and do these 3 problems of finding area. And I would like to include, because it wasn't written on your copy, that these are inches, 4/5 inches, and 1/3 inch. And that this is going to be 2/3 centimeters. So please just remember to include those labels with your answer. Okay? When you're finished, please just leave this on your desk. We will check it and go to Symphony Math.